whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paper boy, evening TV. You miss your old familiar friends, but waiting just around the bend. Everywhere you look, there's a heart, a hand to hold on to. Everywhere you look, there's a love of somebody who needs you. When you're lost out there and you're all alone, a life is waiting to carry you home. Everywhere you look, everywhere you look.
Oh, sorry. What's up, you young whippersnappers? Is that the new cool kid thing they're saying nowadays? I don't know. It's hard to keep up nowadays. Anyway, I'm your New Delhi local news anchor, Vanessa Vaya. And today, let's get into our first story. Our first story is students try to do a new network that teaches children that don't attend school. To go further into a story, 7 college students got together to teach children that don't have an education. Whether it is due to poverty reasons or lack of resources, many students cannot get an education. The group doing this amazing work calls their school Save Child Beggar. It first started with only 5 kids, and then Save Child Beggar started to open up in other cities, not just New Delhi. The group of teacher volunteers happened to have a Facebook page with over 3,000. Not only do these kids get an education, but they also get local restaurant leftovers. Not only are the kids fed, but if they believe anything shitty is going on, for example, if they believe they are taking drugs, they will take them to the hospital to help them. A survey shows that more than 30,000 kids don't have access to an education. These classes are held in the evening, from around 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. Students get stationery items like pens, paper, pencil, just for their school needs. Save Child Beggar are in hope of opening an actual school, and after that, they have dreams of opening more schools around India to help children with no education. Our next story is about 5 workers falling ill in a sewage plant. These workers went to go check a sewage plant in a hotel called Lutyens, New Delhi. After inhaling the toxic gas, they fell unconscious. The condition they are in is critical, and all 5 workers are undergoing the same treatment plan. Next, pollution is a huge problem in New Delhi. The moderate air pollution changed into severe air pollution, which means poor quality due to the New Delhi government suggests Union Health Ministry to reconsider revising warning on tobacco cigarette packages. The warning text they plan to put on the packages of tobacco are tobacco kills and tobacco causes cancer. The New Delhi government health department say that text on these packages will be effective in trying to get smokers to quit. Words like tobacco causes cancer could affect the mindset of buyers when they read the packages. Almost 40% of non-communicable diseases such as cardiovascular diseases, cancer, and lung diseases are directly linked to tobacco. Nearly 50% of cancer in India and 90% of mouth cancer are due to tobacco. Survey of 3,900 kids shows that 30% of kids are not even enrolled in school. Children from the age group 6 to 17 have dropped out of school or never enrolled. Children from the age group 16 to 17 have either dropped out or never enrolled. 50% of girls drop out before they even get to middle school. The disabled people living in the New Delhi area, for them, the statistic shows that 24 out of 64 children never got enrolled into school because the system never supported the parents and the children. Out of 3,914 children, 2,395 of the children go to government schools. 241 go to private, 7 go to madrasa, and 1,086 are the statistic for dropout.
In India's national, also thanks, Bull. Okay. So our national news for India. Hi, I'm Momo Shavira with your national news of India. Anyways, air quality fails to meet national standards in 5 cities. Pollution levels spike in 5 cities. It's pretty much the same thing. Whatever. Rajasthan city in 5 cities in Rajasthan. Cities include Raipur, Jaipur, Jodhpur, Kota, and Udaipur. Respiratory disease is a concern for the residents of the cities, as the particles penetrate deeply into the respiratory tract. That's when it's not good at all for your family, for you, for nothing. That's a lot of money to go to the hospitals, because not everybody can go to the hospitals. Anyways, as the particles penetrate deeply into the respiratory tract and therefore constitute a risk, constitute a risk for health by increasing mortalities from the respiratory disease, lung cancer, which is where you have cancer in your lungs. You can get it from smoking, other things going into your lungs, okay? But anyways, that's too hot. Lung cancer, like I just said, is cancer in your lungs. You can just get it from particles breathing in, or smoking, or whatever. And selected cardiovascular disease, that's when you have disease in your cardiovascular. Anyways, sorry, just got off my lunch break. Just kidding, no, I'm in my house. Anyways, next story. I am a proud brown-skinned Indian, said Diana Hayden, days after the Tripura Chief Minister Biplab Deb made headlines after he launched a blistering attack on Miss World of 1997. Diana Hayden, who he think he is? Boy, better back up. Excuse me. Thank you. Anyways, who said she was now worthy of the crown. First of all, boy, back up, because she is a proud, light, brown-skinned Indian woman, okay? You just mad because you're ugly. And she's popping, thank you. Okay, moving on. And was merely chosen for business reason by what he called the international fashion mafias. I'm about to post up on him, okay? Come here, okay? Anyways, and in quotes, I am fighting this brown skin bias since my childhood, and I have succeeded in doing so. People should be proud of my achievement rather than belittling it. I am a proud brown-skinned Indian, and I am hurt. A minister who is in a prominent position should be careful of what he says. You tell it, girl. You should pop in. Don't let these haters bring you down, okay? You just sit there, Miss World, and you eat your cup of noodle.
Hey girl, it's me, Ray, or Rihanna, back with sports in India. Okay, so India has a very diverse variety of sports. One sport is called cricket, which most people have heard of before, but some people don't know how to play cricket. Cricket is the most popular sport in India. A lot of people play it. How you play it is you hit a ball with a mallet into a goal. There's also another sport called gancha, which ganchas are marbles. You just use marbles to play the game, and there are competitions held in India to play the game gancha. There's also sports that we play that they play too, but some of these sports aren't as popular, or they can be the same amount of popular in India, which are golf, ice hockey, volleyball, boxing. Boxing is fighting. Golf is just you get a golf puck and then hit a ball and try to hit it into like a circle thing. Goal. That's the goal. Volleyball is where you hit the ball up in the air to the other team and they just hit it back. And once it hits the floor, then that's a point for the other team. And then ice hockey is where you have a puck and your ice hockey stick and you hit it into the goal. These sports are very similar, but this differs because you are on ice. So you're ice skating while you're playing the sport. There's another sport called lawn tennis. Lawn tennis is exactly how you play tennis here, just with a different name. Tennis is where you get a racket and you hit a tennis ball over to the other team, and once it hits 2 times on the floor, then that's a point for the other team. Another sport in India is badminton. Badminton is a racket sport. You use a racket to hit a shuttlecock across a net to your other opponent's side. There are many popular sports in India. Some are cricket, soccer, field hockey, badminton, tennis, chess, motorsports, which are like you use motor vehicles to play sports, wrestling, table tennis, and basketball. Those are top 10 sports in India. Cricket we talked about. Soccer is where you have a soccer ball and you kick it into the goal of the other opponent's team. Field hockey is just another form of ice hockey, just not on ice. It's just on a field. Badminton was explained earlier. Tennis, pretty sure, was also explained earlier. Chess is a board game. Motorsport vehicles are just, you have your motor vehicle, and most of the time you race your motor vehicle with another motor vehicle of your opponent. Wrestling is like you're kind of fighting the other person, but you're not allowed to like hit them. You're just allowed to tackle them. Table tennis is just another form of tennis, just on top of a table. And basketball is where you have basketball chair. It's where you have a ball, which is called basketball, and it's a very complicating sport. You hit or you throw the ball into a basket, and you get points. But all these sports are a lot more complicated than what I explained it. So now, back to Stephanie with the weather at the studio.
My name is Stephanie, and today I will be informing you about India's weather. Now, to our capital, New Delhi. Today, during daylight, our temperature would be 104 degrees, and at night it'd be 82 degrees. At Wednesday, during daylight, 103 degrees, and at night it'd be 81 degrees. And there's a 40% chance of having thunderstorms. And on Thursday, there's 101 degrees during the daylight and 80 degrees during night. And there's a 30% chance of precipitation. And on Friday, it'd be 102 degrees and 80 degrees on the night. On Saturday, it'd be 100. Natalie! Hello, my name's Stephanie, and today I will be informing you about India's weather. In our capital, Mumbai, New Delhi, our temperature would be 104 during the daylight and 82 during night. On Wednesday, during daylight, it'd be 103 degrees and 81 degrees at night, and there's a 40% chance of having thunderstorms. On Thursday, there'd be 101 degrees during daylight and 82 degrees at night. There's a 30% chance of having precipitation. On Friday, it'd be 82 and 80. On Saturday, it'd be 104 and 80. On Sunday, it'd be 107 and 82. On Monday, it'd be 109 and 82 degrees. On Tuesday, it'd be 108 and 82 degrees. And our natural disaster occurring in New Delhi currently is heat waves, which are really impacting our environment.
Got a friend in me. Da-na-na. You got a friend in me. Da-na-na. Da-na-na-na-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. You got a friend in me.
Things that happen behind the scenes.
You got a friend in me.
Ay,